Okay, so we got everything down to bare metal, and we're about to get to the point where we're going to put the body parts on, hang the doors, and stuff like that, and get it to that degree. So, it's pretty cool looking. That's just metal. So, it's all going to be nice. And, yeah, so it's a full restoration, but it's going to be a resto mod, because it's getting a bigger motor, better suspension, and it's gonna look like it was a factory with the paint and everything. So all the little blemishes and stuff got to come off. It's got to be nice. It's got to be smooth. It's got to be near perfect. So that's what's going on. The car was repaired severely before. The whole top on the other side too. That's a lot. It's more than what was expected or what we thought, because all that's got to be cut out to a degree. Anything showing under the paint, because we don't want years later the paint to start bubbling. So, certain areas will be cut out, and then like that. But that's going to be left because that's going to be underneath. That'll never affect anything. And it was a good job. I mean, and there's lead in there too. So, oh, how fun and how much joy there is. With lead, there's some lead in the pieces, and that's the way they did stuff. But you couldn't tell. It's an excellent job, 70s work. So everything is very prepped. We're to that degree now, so it's all freaking sweet. Yeah, even got the gunk out of there, so that's all gonna be really nice. We even got that too. We even got those nice and bare, nice and crisp. And the window sills, not gonna be no junk in there, man. It's gonna be a really this is gonna be like, I don't know if you call it concours, but it's gonna be at that level where every single thing is gonna be like, okay, it's gonna be sweet. Except for what it is, because it's a, 1965. It's 55 years old, basically. 58 years old. So that's pretty good. That's a cool part right there. You would never really expect how much design went into these things. It's like, that looks like a piece of a boat or a piece of a missile or a rocket. I mean, that's pretty badass, man. I mean, just the overall scheme of how they brought everything together. It's a different mentality than what may be most practical in senses, and how much actually holds that door away from coming in and crushing you in an accident, and how strong this metal is for being so old. And it's not the thickest, because there's another 57 Chevy in the next thing, and that metal's like twice as thick. And, it's like funny because this is an economy car. It's just a Mustang. But at the same token, it's become an iconic car. And it does have performance capabilities that are out the yin-yang, legendary. So it's kind of like just funny because to me, it's just like, okay, it's just a little tiny rink-a-dink Mustang. But in a sense, it's going to become a badass machine. And it's undeniable that it is an icon. And it really pays to have one of these lifts, I tell you. It's good to have a facility to work with, and so that's where we're at. We got some repairing and shit to do under there, and it's gonna come together. Yep, Thanksgiving. Ooh, Thanksgiving, it'll be rolling. You say that much, but it's gonna be like factory. So all little places where you look for color, you're gonna find the beautiful color. I'm going to take all that away, so, and I took away all rust, and, there's a little stuff in there. Dash is really cool. It's just so funny looking. It's got the diamonds in there, and you would never really think, okay, the purpose they did stuff was for looks and strength too, but it's just funny the way that presents itself. And you got some boxes and stuff going in for strength, and yeah, don't have to clean the floor because it's all new. So that's where we're at. It's what somebody can afford.